What do you do outside of voice acting with us?
Outside of voice acting, day job, I fix computers. I also do a lot of theater work as well.
I'm primarily a voice talent. I do computer games, industrials, commercials, radio, television, and music a little bit, and a little bit of writing occasionally. So.
There's the English degree.
There, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think my professors would say what I'm writing counts. Add copy.
When I came back to town a few years ago, I started Shepherd Landscape Services Incorporated. So that's what I do when I'm not working my craft. We still find art in the field, as it were, literally.
I'm about 2 seconds
I
behind.
know, that's cute, wasn't it?
My day job, I work in a library, and my husband and I are making a film, and that takes up everything.
Yeah. Let's see. What are your favorite things to do here in Austin when you're not working?
Spend time outside, Bart Springs, hit the green belt, take a bike ride.
Barton Springs is so cold.
Yeah, it is. It's a little shock to the system, but
It's great.
it'll wake you up.
Like jumping in the Arctic water or something in
Mhm.
100-degree
It's
weather.
no polar bear by any means, but it's still fairly
What you
Well, can't think of any time when I'm not working in some way or another. I like to read. It's pretty much what I do with all my spare time, is read.
Steal it for yourself that time.
hmm One of my favorite things to do is to get a good book, go to a good restaurant, of which there are many here in Austin, and have an excellent meal with the book as my companion.
What's your favorite subject matter, like science fiction or?
I don't know, everything. I'm reading The Lovely Bones right now by Alice Sebold, which is a kind of a modern ghost story.
Yeah.
My tastes are very, very peasant-like in their variety, because I can read a crappy science fiction / adult novel, and then go read some Faust or some Flaubert is what I'm trying to say. Goethe wrote Faust. Faust didn't write anything. Shakespeare, I occasionally will pick up a Shakespeare play. I hate to buy books and I hate to go to the library, so I find myself rereading a lot of stuff. And one of the things that I do in my spare time is stand in front of my bookshelf and go, I don't feel like reading any of this stuff, but okay, I'll reread that. And of course, Tolkien, C.S. Lewis, all those people that really influenced me when I was growing up. At my age now, you go through a time where you want to feel something that you felt when you were a kid. And literature is a great way to do that. Going
Spider-Man,
back,
too.
and movies that you like. Well, you guys actually have more variety now. You're a little younger than I am. We didn't have much in the way of and movies sucked when I was a kid. The stuff that you watched as a kid was
With the
good.
crank
For a
and
kid.
everything.
Huh? Yeah, it was good, and it's still good to an adult too. But the stuff, my first film that I ever saw was The Computer Wore Tennis Shoes, Kurt Russell, and it was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen, and I wanted to be Kurt Russell and be a computer. It just blew me away. I watched it a couple of weeks ago. Not so good.
Not happening.
No, not a good film.
I look forward to the times that I can spend with my kids. I have a 13-year-old that's a German Shepherd Samoyed mix, and then I've got two 2-year-olds that are purebred shepherds. And any time that I don't have something else going on, I spend with it. They make those special times special.
Mark Tullis, call 1152. Mark, call 1152.
Mark it out behind that.
I like to go out to eat. That's my favorite thing to do. Speaking of all the good restaurants and just being poor. I was watching the last episode of Friends, and they were interviewing the cast, and they were like, "What's the first thing you do with your paycheck?" And Joey,
Matt
was-
LeBlanc.
thank you.
Yeah.
He was like, "Went to dinner," and I was like, "Woo, amen!" You know, because yeah, that's just a big treat, and yeah, and I have cats too.
Have any of you ever been to an anime convention?
Yes.
I actually haven't.
Where'd you go, Pete?
I went to ACON in Dallas, and then Austin had a small one a while ago. And for the past 6 years, we've been trying to go to the San Diego convention.
Oh, yeah.
Never have made it.
Must be pretty big.
Yeah. Plus, I'm afraid to fly. So it's always been kind of good that we haven't been able to afford to go. But I think we might have to this year. Yeah. And ACON, yeah, this anime convention in Dallas. And
That's the
it's
only one
pretty
I've been
wild.
to. It was that one, like, I think 2 years. Skip a few years every year. So it's fun. What about you guys?
No, never been invited.
Yeah.
You just go.
Are you in charge of that?
No, we gotta talk to the Austin people because I haven't either.
Oh.
Maybe they don't like us.
What words of wisdom would you pass on to aspiring voice actors that get into this?
Keep trying, play around.
I'd say find your niche, you know, the one thing that you're good at, and if you're good at a couple of things, find 2 niches, and just you can diversify your client base according to how many different niches you have. Listen to the radio, watch TV, pick out the person whose voice you think sounds the most like you, and try to find that kind of work. That's the best
Try
way
to do impressions, make your voice sound a little different.
Yeah. I don't know if doing impressions is... Does anybody do impressions anymore? There's...
Not good ones.
Yeah, but there's the litigation aspect of it.
Yeah.
So. In a commercial. You know, so.
What would you say, John Paul? What would you tell someone if they said, "Have you?"
Oh, study it and stay with it because it's not something that I mean, you gotta have the voice, but once you have that, you don't just snap your fingers and become a voice person.
Right.
You do have to study, and if you're going to be good, you got to come at it from a studied standpoint instead of just hey, I can read this script.
Right.
And stay with it because you're not gonna get it all first time. That happens to very few people.
I'm so green, I don't know what advice I could give. I feel like I was lucky that this company was in my hometown so that I could sort of fall into it. There's some good books I saw at the bookstore about getting into voiceovers, voice work. Maybe check out a couple of those. They look like sound advice.
Good work, great. Okay, so Fist of North Star has 2 more parts, and for those of you whose heads haven't exploded yet, jump fall. We'll see you then. It's been a blast to work with you guys, and we'll see you then.
Likewise. Always a
Yeah,
pleasure.
same way.
Always.
Same here.
Thank you very much. Goodbye, friends.
Oh shit, I wasn't recording.
Damn you.
That's not funny.
Those little pause bars mean something.